Comic Book Club. I'm Alex.
I'm Justin.
I'm Pete.
We're three amazing, unbelievable comic books to talk to
You're
you about
reviewing
today.
them early. Save your opinion.
This is a triple pickup. If you have a question, you can write us at thecomicbookclub@yahoo.com. That's the end of the show.
Is the show over? Oh,
Wow.
man, I
Great
missed
job.
it. I missed it
That
again.
was really good, guys.
I missed it again.
That was really good.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Na, 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 na.
Uncanny X-Men number 510, Final Crisis Aftermath Dance number 1, and Captain America number 50. So let's kick it off with Uncanny X-Men number 510. We have really enjoyed, I think, the last 2 issues of this title.
Yeah.
And some of us even more than that.
We have.
I think Matt Fraction. This is his version of.
Is this the
Claremont.
summer of Mad Fraction?
No, it's the life of Matt Fraction. This guy is living it up. This is like going to be a classic X-Men run on par with Chris Claremont's run.
Oh,
he's setting
wow.
up so many
Excuse
things.
me while I puke in a bucket.
You don't have a bucket.
I
I love this.
bucket over there if you guys want to get a bucket to puke in.
The last page with the Wolverine and Cyclops interaction, I thought was great. Well set up, emotionally stirring, and a delight.
Wow.
I will say,
Hold
hold on, before we finish, look at the cover and try to find out how White Queen's neck is attached to her breast torso. And also...
Breast torso, by the way, is a medical term. He's a doctor. Don't use it at all.
I'm a doctor. DDS.
Breast.
Torso.
I'm
Greg Land is...
I'm glad you're still talking.
Greg Land is tit crazy, am I right? That guy's crazy
How
about
about you?
tits.
What Pete thinks?
Yeah. I'm just sick and tired of the lack of character and just TNA. Like, the naughty triplets are ridiculous.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm so sorry I asked.
Yeah, why? You did this.
Hans McGee with,
Who is Hans McGee?
Hans McGee is the hot girl with breast to kill with 8 arms. And
Breast to kill.
Spiral?
Spiral.
Yeah. And
She's 6 arms.
So the naughty
She's not
triplets-
Irish.
Sorry, I just want to make sure I'm translating properly. The Cuckoo sisters are the naughty triplets. Hans McGee is Spiral.
Yeah. That was her original name.
What's your name for Madeline Pryor?
Yeah.
just TNA. I don't know. I want some writing. I want some things going on. I just feel that like sometimes the art distracts real writing, and I feel like I don't know. I'm like, why can we?
Greg Land's tough. You either like him, can tolerate him, or hate him. And,
Thank you.
It's very hard to kind of have it be in that middle ground where it's like, oh, the art's pretty good. And it's even panel by panel. Like some of the panels, I'm like, oh, it's really nice, really great panel.
Yeah.
And other times, I'm like, the anatomy doesn't match, and it's too ridiculous.
Yeah.
He seems to see the X-Men as like Superman.
An S&M club.
Well, you have problems with sex in comics.
Yes.
And in real life.
I will just
I'll
say,
tell you
because
about
we need
those.
to move on, that I like this a lot. Matt Fraction is doing a killer job in the title. Alright, let's move on to talk about Final Crisis.
Sometimes the art can hurt the writing, is my point.
I think that's a totally fair point. In this case, I personally disagree with you, but...
People and characters in comics are sexual beings.
Final Crisis Aftermath Dance number 1. It's
Dance!
tits galore in this title.
Yeah.
With this asshole of a book.
Yeah, whoa.
Yeah!
Wait,
Why are you excited about that?
That was great. I love that description. This is an asshole of a book.
Why?
Not only is
if this didn't have Final Crisis written on it, you would have read it.
No, if this didn't have Final Crisis written on it, I'd be like, yeah, you know what I like out of a comic? I like to see superheroes waiting in line to get in a club.
Okay.
Yeah!
Wait.
Whoa! Great comic. Let's do it.
Here's what I think, actually, Pete. I think, because this is Joe Casey, who you kind of want to marry a
You
little
do
bit,
love him.
Joe Casey is fantastic.
If this was released as a Man of Action book, independent, you'd be like, it's really cool, it's really different, I like people trying different stuff, and it's number 1, so you should pick it up.
Yeah.
No, that's ridiculous.
I think it's right on target.
Stay on target.
I love the idea of the super young team. Most Excellent Super Bat is a hilarious
Yeah, but it's
hero.
played out. It's said like every other
Wait,
page.
hold on. I'm getting to that. I like the ideas that Grant Morrison set up. I'm really happy that DC is following up on the team.
Right.
And this actually so far feels like the most cohesive to Final Crisis of all the titles.
Yeah.
However, this is like a lot of stuff that Joe Casey has done before.
Exactly.
And I say that loving Joe Casey.
Well, it's this like young blood, ecstatic. This idea, like, wouldn't it be crazy if we had superheroes who were celebrities? And this time we're adding Twitter. It's like they
it's
like they get Joe
Twitter's
Casey
so hot right now.
They get Joe Casey.
Which Will I Am in a comic, it'll sell.
That's not.
This is ridiculous.
This is a Wolverine movie. What happens? It just doesn't ring true. It feels like an old man is telling you the story about like Twitter and superheroes.
Well, I mean, I think there's a little more going on here in terms of the Earth has been decimated by Final Crisis. They're supposed to distract it. This is a spoiler, gigantic spoiler, I guess.
Okay.
Basically, the super young team is there to be super celebrities and distract everybody with fun from whatever horror has been wreaked upon.
That's what we're doing as well. We're distracting you with fun while a bunch of bad things are happening in your town.
Are you distracted yet? Because
we're
distracted.
Put that sandwich down.
Yeah, could you do me a favor? Keep looking this way because behind you, our friends are killing your parents.
You better not be eating that
I think
sandwich.
we're distracting people from fun. That's what we're doing.
That's a bad review of our show.
Yeah. You should actually check out Comic Book Club.
Yeah.
They trash us all the time.
Definitely pick it up.
Would you say pick this up? Yes, no?
It has some good elements. It just depends on what they follow. If it's all about like, isn't it cool with like mentioning Twitter doesn't count as a story element.
Yeah. Thank you.
We're not in agreement.
Wow.
Yes, we are.
Dance.
Man.
Hey,
you
dance.
guys are gonna hate my story set on the Twitterverse then.
Dance. There's no such thing as the Twitterverse, even though you would like to say you.
I have 50 titles that I write set in the Twitterverse. Cypher and Warlock in the Twitterverse.
Twitterverse.
Anyway, Captain America.
Join me in the Twitterverse.
All right, that awkward emotional moment for myself makes the Cypher that make myself sad. Captain America number 50. Welcome to the X-Men, Bucky. Happy birthday.
Yeah, this is like a warm sweater. It just feels good. It's fun. It's enjoyable. You feel good about it.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
It's not seasonal. It's the wrong season for it.
Stupid.
Yeah.
And you're like, Mom, why'd you do this to me?
Don't wear it at the
What
holiday party.
negative thing do you have to say about this book?
This book's fantastic. The
Thank
art's
you.
fantastic. The thing that I love the most about this is the Marcos Martin retelling of Captain America's origin in the back is worth it. Pick this up. It's great. How good was that?
I have absolutely nothing to add.
Thank
No,
you.
I'm saying I totally agree.
It's
I just
very
shut him down.
enjoyable. It's very
I
enjoyable.
flipped the off switch on the robot.
What kind of a robot am I? I hope a good robot.
A great robot. You're a great robot. No,
Great
it's not.
robot host.
You're a robot. You're a great
By the way, in case you guys didn't know, 3 episodes ago we broke up. I know you guys mentioned that
Oh, yeah.
in the comments. We broke up, but we just got back together, so it's all
Yeah, yeah. It's a make-up, break-up kind of show.
Yeah, we're gonna have makeup sex later. It's gonna be awesome.
Well, we just had to put a different chip in Alex. And everyone thinks I'm drunk all the time. Why is that?
Because you have a drinking problem. And you line up your empty beers.
Why do you think
There's not a lot you can say about Captain America other than it's excellent, it's fantastic. Very briefly, because we have a little bit of time left, actually, there's not too much to say about this issue other than, even if you're not reading the series, you can pick this up and get right into it. The reveal, this is a little bit of a spoiler for upcoming stuff. There's been a solicit that Marvel has put out for a title called Reborn by Ed Brubaker. Coming out in July, there's been teasers of Captain America's star that say July. We know that the first Wednesday in July is July 4th.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Now, the rumor is out as of this week that Reborn is in fact Steve Rogers coming back. What do you guys think about that?
What?
I think I'm fine with it. I'm going to come out and say I'm fine with it. As long as...
It's done well?
Well, of course. But like as long as it's a standalone series and it doesn't mess up the continuity that we have going here, because this has been so good. And let's have Steve Rogers come back, yes, but maybe not become Captain America right away. Let's see how.
That would be like U.S. Agent or Mad Dog or whatever.
No Man.
Mad Dog.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Mad Dog is like no Mad
I
Dog.
would like to see him as a town drunk for a while.
What would you think, Pete? Very quickly.
I'm nervous about him coming back, just because it's been so great. This comic has been fantastic without him. I can't tell you how long it's been since I've liked it this much. So I'm a little apprehensive, but if it's done well, properly, I might be on board.
If he's in an iceberg, it's messed up.
I think it's a real testament to Ed Brubaker that we even are like, oh, I kind of don't want Steve Rogers back. So that's very cool. If you have a question, write us at thecomicbookclub@yahoo.com. Comment below, upload your video responses, check out our blog, check out our podcast. Pete, tell them where they can check us out live.
Tuesday nights, New York City, People's Improv Theater, 8 o'clock. we'd like to see you there.
It's just a couple casual beers. It's not like it's a thing. It's like we're all having a fun time.
Yeah, do you guys like to drink in the bathroom? Because I have to.
If you pour it in your eyes, people can't smell it in your breath.
Oh, good.
That works.